Actually, it's a place where I feel home. I feel safe and I feel like inspired all the time.
It's in the city center of Berlin, but it's so different from, say, the Bundestag or the gallery that we've been to. And so it's just a bit different. And then, especially on the opposite, you see like a very fancy kind of exotic restaurant. So it just shows how diverse Berlin is, I think.
It's a document of the war. It's a historical document, and it must be remained as memorial.
I know that it used to be a department store. Yeah, when I grew up, it was a place where you could go and where you knew there's a lot of stuff happening there. How I actually know it is I've been there to events and in the cinema.
In this cinema there, Oranienburger cinema, there I saw, during the DDR, the first allowed version of the film Solaris. From 45 till the fall of the wall, it was absolutely empty, and therefore the artists, very many artists, international artists of all the world, occupied this building and installed their ateliers.
Every room, like inside there were hundreds of artists. I mean, there were so many different individuals coming and going, but actually there was always someone inside doing art. And it was so many galleries, like 60 different galleries inside and also outside there. It was also a place for tourists, where millions of tourists come during the year, see the stuff, and it's actually something which is Berlin.
It makes me think of a lot of other places in Berlin where really great stuff is happening, but it was always supposed to be only a temporary use, and it's meant to be shut down at some point. But it's really sad.
I think it's one of those things that I don't think anybody really knows what the identity of Berlin is, and I don't think people really know what's going to happen to the city. And in terms of art and culture, this is such a unique part of Berlin, and that it draws so many people here. And I can just imagine that if it turns into something commercial, like a shopping mall or a hotel, it would just be this huge, depressing change in a socialist city that's survived on culture and art, and these people that come here not for money but for seeing a capital city in a Western country that is actually interesting and diverse and not about money.
An investor who planned to buy this building back in the beginning of 2000, he was planning to set up something very nice, and he went bankrupt. So a bank is now the owner of the building, HSH Nordbank. They're trying to clean this place in their way, like evict everything and try to sell everything, the whole park.
It could be an open space used by people that are almost like a big artist housing project that maybe is state-sponsored slightly and funded, with places that work with the community, that have like open studio spaces that anybody can apply for.
Maybe there could be a compromise, like a combination of uses that also generate money, because the city of Berlin needs it, but instead of making all the people leave, find a compromise maybe. That would be nice, I think.